Hey guys, today I want to talk about, um, in a SHTF situation about cults. They can be, you know, they come out of the woodwork when something happens. The end of the world. You know, um, Doomsday. God's coming. All kinds of cults comes out of the woodwork. And if you want to take it one step further, you can actually these protesters are like in a cult because if you look at them and what they say and everything, they believe like they're fanatics. But in a SHTF situation, there are going to be all kinds of these cults popping up. They're going to, and they are going to be dangerous. What I'm trying to say is because if you don't, if they come around you and you don't believe in the way they believe, they're going to try to kill you. They'll rob you to take your supplies in order to feed and clothe and care for their cult members. They don't care what they'll do to you and your family. So, a lot of people don't talk about this because I guess, I don't know, they don't want to hurt people's feelings or they don't want to get um, negative comments or whatever. I don't know, but it's going to be a serious problem, and people really needs to stop and think about it. Just stop and think and just imagine. Here out here in the country, we're not going to have that issue that bad, but in the inner cities, they're going to spring up everywhere because all it takes is one fanatic to think he's the second coming of Christ. Look at that guy, David Koresh, or whatever his name was, in Waco. He got all those people believing he was the second coming of Jesus Christ. And look what happened. Look at all the babies that got killed. And, it was his fault. And yeah, it was the government's fault too. But in a, you know, SHTF situation, Waco is going to look like Disneyland because there are going to be thousands upon thousands of cults out there looting, murdering, raping, killing in their belief or whatever. Hell, we got cults right now, the devil worshiping Islamic terrorist. That's the biggest cult in the world. But just imagine something like that in your neighborhood, in your city. What are you guys going to do? Are you prepared to deal with that? And yeah, it makes you think. I'm not using any religion to say, it's this is a cult and that's a cult. I'm just saying somebody could take advantage of the situation and say, hey, Jesus, God has spoke to me. I am the right hand of God. And people's going to be fearful. And all this guy's got to do is go out and kill somebody and bring in food. And he's a savior. He's their Messiah. People don't realize how easy it is to be sucked into that. You know, it just takes one person to think he's God, and in a time of desperation and destruction, and it'll work in his advantage, and boom, next thing you know, he's got 100 members, then he's got 500 followers, then he's got 1,000 followers, then all of a sudden it's an army. What are you guys going to do about it? I mean, how can you prepare for that? um I don't have the answer on that. I have no idea. You know, me personally, I would try to hold out the best I could, but if it got too dangerous for my family, you know, my wife and my boys, I'd pack what I could and haul ass to get away from that. Then again, you're taking, I mean, you can go from one city or county into another city or county, and there'd be another cult there. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to be like in a, you know, shit hit the fan situation. It's going to be weird. It's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be just all kinds of stuff. But you know, the cults are out there. They're Everybody knows there are cults out there. But when there's no rule of law, nobody around to stop them from getting powerful, that's when they're going to get dangerous. That's when you're going to have to really be on guard, because a fanatic like that is more dangerous than 10 gang members, because the gang members will say, well, okay, he's shooting us. We better back off. These fanatics, they're going to think, oh, if I die, I'm going to heaven, or I'm going to planet Venus, or planet Nebula, or planet whatever they believe in. And they don't care if you kill them. All they want to do is, you'll be a non believer, and they'll want to kill you and take what's yours for them, so their cult members can have what they don't have by stealing from you. I guess, I hope I'm saying it right and you guys understand it. But I mean, all you got to do is look at these big cities. When something happens, there's always some guy standing on a corner with a sign, you know, end of time is here, or doomsday is approaching, you know. Then you see all these, like a few years ago, what was it? Hell, I can't remember, 90s, early 2000, um, when those people in California, that doomsday cult in California, killed themselves because they thought their leader told them that the comet was coming and they're all aliens, and when they kill themselves, they're going to go up to the spaceship that's in the comet. I can't remember the guy's name or anything like that, but I think there's like 15 or 30, something like that, killed herself, and they was all dressed the same way. I mean, you could do your own history on cults. I mean, it's just not, it's here in America real bad. It's everywhere. Cults are real bad. But they're under control until a situation happens where there's no law, no one to keep them in check. And it takes, like I said, one or two crazy people to get a bunch of people believing there's something higher, you know, and you got a real big problem, you know, for yourself and your community. Um, how would you guys deal with it? Have you guys thought about that? Me, I'm trying to think of every aspect, every scenario, every situation, you know, try to prepare, hell, for little green gray or whatever men coming down in a spaceship is landing. You know, I'm trying to think about it, what I would do, how I'd do it, and prepare for it. Cults, they're dangerous. They're dangerous because they, the leaders, like I said, they thrive, and they're like a vampire, you know, drinking the blood of their victims. And a cult leader is just like a vampire. They're just sucking, instead of the blood, they're sucking the soul out of their followers, making them do things. And just because they believe what this guy or woman or whatever is up there saying. So they're dangerous. You know, I don't think we have any around here. I haven't heard of any, but I'll probably get some negative reviews, negative sayings and stuff like that, but you can go to any church around here and they could be, let it be Methodist, Protestant, Lutheran, Catholic, Southern Baptist, Jehovah Witness, Mormons, whatever. You could have a couple of fanatics in there, and when something happens, you got the second coming sitting there. You could be in church, and all of a sudden, somebody next to you or behind you could stand up and start, belling some BS, and watch how many people will fall in line with them in a SHTF situation, because a lot of people is not going to have hope. They're going to be looking for something other than themselves to help protect them and help protect their family. And that's where it's going to get people, because people's not prepared. People don't have enough, I don't know, backbone, balls, whatever, to believe in themselves to carry their protect themselves and their family. So they're going to have somebody stand in front of them, tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it. So, just think about it. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm right, if I'm not seeing the whole picture. But like I said, cults are out there. It could be any race, it could be any religion, it could be anything. Hell, they could be a guy saying, this oak tree has talked to me and it's told me to do this and this and that. And people's going to believe that guy, because if that guy or that girl, whoever it is, gives them food when they're hungry, gives them clothes and shelter when they're cold, boom, he's got them, or they've got them. And it's just going to grow and grow and grow. And because cults feed off of weak-minded people. If you're not weak-minded, you're going to be a threat to them. And they're going to do everything in their power to take you out, because you're not believing the way they believe, and you've got stuff they want and they need, and they're going to try to come and take it from you. So I hope it's opened your eyes to another avenue of what could happen in a SHTF situation. Just comment below, what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. I got some ribs over here I'm cooking for my wife on the wood grill, and she's looking out the window, so I'm gonna get off of here and go check them. Keep the wife happy, you stay happy. All right, guys, everybody be safe, and I'll see you the next one. Bye, guys.